Hello friends, today I'm doing something completely different. I'm actually working at a church tonight down in Thundersley, and Thundersley Church is a lovely church, but it goes back in history. Now I'm going to show you a few pictures, a few videos of actually the church and give you a bit of information to it as well. As you can see, Thundersley Church is actually along Bread and Cheese Hill, very big hill. But if we look at it, there's a lot of history regarding this place as well. Now, just up on the corner there, you're not going to see it, but there's a restaurant up there. And that restaurant in the 1700s was an actual place called Wheeler's Cottage, which was built around the 1700s, and it was a thatched cottage, and Mrs. Wheeler had many children, but two of her children were killed during the Crimean War. Now this lady, she mourned her sons by blowing on a trumpet or a bugle. They're not quite sure what it was, but she used to be a white witch and a holy woman. Now, a family living there in the 1900s was actually awoken at 3 AM by the sound of the bugle. Now, this has happened every New Year, and it happens on a full moon as well. But unfortunately now, it is an Indian restaurant. So going back to the church, as you can see, we've got a lovely car park there. We've got the spiritual church there, the doors to it, and we've also got a memory garden there as well. So you can see all these little places where people can come and sit. The church actually does weddings and it does funerals as well. So, you know, I'm going to have a chat with one of the members later on to just find out about the history of the church and actually how long it's actually been there. So, as you can see, as we enter the church, got the cross up there, and we've got the little entrance there which has got loads of leaflets there, what's on. They have events on sometimes on a Friday night. They've also got, they can do weddings and funerals and you name it, they do it here. But as you can see, the extensive library that they've got where their members can actually borrow the books. Now, it was only a couple of weeks ago that they actually changed this over. They had the old wooden pews in here, which was a shame because I never got down to when the pews were here. And we've just got a few bits and pieces there, as you can see. It's just a lovely atmosphere in here as well. As we go up, you can just see so much, and you can feel as soon as you walk in, you can actually feel the energy. Such a small church just hidden away, just there as you walk in. So I'm on the right, on the left hand side there, you've got the healing room as well, and you can see the artifacts there as well. But I've just found out actually that this church was, and I know that someone's going to tell me that this church was actually further on down the hill, down Bread and Cheese Hill. Just reminds me of my old days, because I actually used to live here in Thundersley, and sometimes I didn't even realise it was actually hidden in the corner. So in a minute we're going to have a little chat with some of the men here and see how long, and have about some of the history as well. Right, so this is Frank, and he's actually going to tell me a little bit of history about the church and his role in the church as well. So Frank, can you tell me about the church, when it was built, and you know, all the history that you actually know?
Well, I can't be precise. I know that the church, Thundersley Christian Church, originally was formed in 1923, and this building has been here for 21 years this year. Prior to that, there was a wooden building further down the hill, which I think was once an old bungalow. And my claim to fame, I suppose, is that my grandmother was a medium, and way back in the 1960s, she actually served the church down the hill.
Wow. So how many people have actually run this church during the years that you've actually known it?
Basically a committee of 5 plus 4 trustees.
Okay. And what is your role within the church?
I'm on the committee. I am a healer. I take the service once every 3 weeks. I get the music wrong when I do it. Generally help out wherever I can.
And when are the services, times and other things as well?
Our Sunday evening service, the doors open at 6 for a 6:30 start until 8 o'clock, and that is a divine service which includes about 40 minutes of platform mediumship by a visiting medium, and the service is followed by tea, coffee, biscuits, and also healing in our healing room.
And I believe you actually do specials on you know, you do lots of extra events as well.
Yeah, we put on a monthly event on the last Friday of each month, which is done entirely by John, and that is a good medium who comes in for an hour and a half doing platform mediumship, and attendance for that is very good, usually mid-20s. And we also put on occasionally a special evening of a different sort of mediumship. Shortly we've got a trance evening coming up, and we also do evenings to allow new mediums, or although they're good mediums and not that familiar with platform work, to come in here, do an evening, get some practice.
And what about, I believe you do weddings here as well? And
yeah, we do weddings, we do christenings. We had a wedding yesterday. Excellent service, went down very, very well, as did the previous one. We can do funerals, although since I've been here we haven't done one.
Oh, there you go. So if anybody knows of a funeral that wants to be taken here, please contact Thundersley Christian Spirit Church. Now you are on the web, aren't you? And you are on Facebook as well.
Yes.
So if anybody wants to know more about Thundersley Christian Spiritual Church, come and have a word. They're a lovely bunch up here. As I've worked here a couple of times, so please come and see them and come and enjoy yourself, because that's what it's all about. Frank, one question. All your money, I believe, goes towards the upkeep of the church as well.
Yes, everybody who comes in here and helps, all our committee, our trustees, all give their time freely, as do some of our visiting meetings on special occasions, and all the money that people put into our collection and make donations goes to keep the church open, and the door's always open for everybody, we hope, for a very, very long time.
Thank you very much, Frank, for your interview. Thank you.